Hello and welcome to Audiotree Live. Today is October 3rd, 2017, and on this Tuesday afternoon, we're excited to have Suzanne Santo with us in the studio. Take it away with your first two songs.
Oh, all right, right into it. Okay. Smoke and I wanna drink and screw every time I think about you. Which is all the time, and I'ma lose my mind sitting on the sidelines. Oh, I ain't your friend, babe. I don't want a handshake. I need a piece, I need a taste. Oh, set it up and pour it straight. Don't water down my whiskey, babe. When you say my name, I do as you say. I feel like a dog acting this way. Yeah, I'm just waiting around, tied to my couch. Yeah, I'll roll over if you let me out. Oh, 'cause I ain't your friend, babe. I don't want a handshake. I need a piece, I need a taste. Oh, set it up and pour it straight. Don't water down my whiskey, babe. I don't need you, but I want you so bad. Won't you spell it out for me the best you can? And I will eat it, or I will feed it. When you cut me in or cut me loose, man. Yeah, I'm burning, I'm heated as hell. But I'll die thirst before I drink from the well. I will love you so hard or leave you the same. Just draw that line, and I won't say your name no more. Oh, 'cause I ain't your friend, babe. I don't want a handshake. I need a piece, I need a taste. Oh, set it up and pour it straight. Don't water down my whiskey, babe. Oh, babe. Oh, yeah, we're gonna drink and pour it straight. Don't water down my whiskey, babe. Oh, babe. Oh, babe. All right. This is called Regrets. I don't wanna have regrets about you, but I do. So that and all the hatches lock it in my mind. Cauterize the time I spend thinking about you. Believe me, I'm trying to take it easy. But sleep won't come and I pray for it. And I'm dying to get rid of this heaviness. Didn't take too many things when you moved out of my house. Just some photographs and books, the words out of my mouth. I used to be the kind who would tell it like it is. Words falling from my lips, just like a little kid. Believe me, I'm trying to take it easy. But sleep won't come and I beg for it. And I'm dying to get rid of this heaviness. I know I cannot bury it or carry it around with me. And I gotta let it run its course like a tired racing horse that will not suffer uselessly. Believe me, I'm trying to take it easy. But sleep won't come and I beg for it. And I'm dying to get rid of this Thanks, guys.
You're watching Suzanne Santo on Audiotree Live. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh my God,
We're
thanks for
excited to
having me.
have you.
This is great.
When you pulled up, you had mentioned that you did a really long drive across the United States.
What are you talking about?
Just a casual, like 24-hour
Yeah, no big
drive. Was it from California?
It was, yeah. It was a haul, to say the least. But I'm listening to this racy book on tape, and it's really helping me get through the whole thing.
That's what I was going to ask, is what in the world did you do for all of those hours?
So there's this book series called the Fever series, and it's about like
Fever?
Celtic fairy folklore, and it's great. It's really, I don't know what it's doing to me other than motivation, but
So did you listen to it for all of the hours?
pretty much I can't stop. I'm kind of addicted. I'm actually thinking about it right now. I'm like, when is this thing going to be over so I could go listen to this book on tape?
I mean, we could just like put it on right now and just have that be the session.
I feel like everybody would be into it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll have to check it out for sure. And you have Midwestern roots, correct?
I do, yeah. I'm
we're-
from Cleveland.
Okay, Cleveland.
Sister city, kind of cousin.
I've actually never been to Cleveland, but I've heard it's a cool place to visit.
It's great. I love it so much. And, you know, I've been coming to Chicago for years and love this town, great town. And over the past, I want to say like 8 years, Cleveland has really transformed, and there's a lot of young people living downtown, and there's new businesses, and it's kind of this burgeoning, you know, oasis. And I really like, I remember having moments of like, wow, this is kind of like got a Chicago vibe. in parts, but it's a great town. And I love it very much.
And is your family all still there?
They are. But actually, my folks just sold my childhood home. Thanks a lot, Mom and Dad.
Isn't that such a sad thing? My parents haven't done that yet, and I'm
weird.
like,
I feel like an orphan.
Right? Even though you don't live there, like you live in Los Angeles now.
Right, yeah.
So,
I'm such a
but
dick.
it's still, you want to be selfish about it and be like, can you just keep your house forever?
Right.
And that would be really great.
It's a strange feeling, but I totally support my parents. They've got to do what they got to do. But it's like, oh my God, like where is Christmas now? Where do we go?
Right?
This is weird.
Yeah, I know. And did I read that, do they own an Italian restaurant?
Yeah, well, my dad, my uncle runs the restaurant now, but it's called Santo's, and it's in Middleburg Heights, Ohio, and my grandparents actually started it. So
Wow.
It's all my grandma Florence's recipes, and everything's homemade from scratch. It's a great place.
So do you cook really good Italian food?
I'm decent, I can hold my own. I can do okay.
What would be like your go-to dish?
For Italian food?
Yeah. Or just in general?
Yeah, well, I make a mean red sauce. I like a chunky red sauce. It takes like, 3 to 4 hours. So it's really fun to do on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And you start cooking around noon and also open a bottle of wine around noon. And
No judgment here. That's something I would do, yeah.
Maybe have some friends over or not. Either way is fine.
Just red sauce and wine.
Red
That's
sauce
it.
and wine. Well, and my mom has a great stuffed shells recipe that I like to make from time to time.
Yeah.
For holidays, special occasions.
Love it. Well, let's hear some more music from you.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
You requested this one.
I did. This is my favorite song.
Yeah, this is called Better Than That. Normally it's a duet, so you're just going to have to deal with me on this one.
You want me to chime in?
Yeah, totally.
I'm totally messing with you. That would not be good.
Oh, man. All right. Okay. I'm trying so hard not to love him too fast. Line up all the horses and race round the track. Run laps around reality and never look back. I want a real hard love that's better than that. I'm trying so hard not to bury myself beneath the dirt and the flowers of somebody else. Yeah, beauty is blinding and darkness runs deep. I wanna hold on to him and still hold on to me. Cocaine and whiskey rye, they don't even compare to how love makes me high. So I won't push my luck, I'll sober up. I won't feed off of it till it dies. I'm trying so hard to stay right where I am, and I drive my mind in reverse or speed up ahead. Break down on a road that just leaves me for dead. I want the peace of the present to steer me instead. Cocaine and whiskey rye, they don't even compare to how love makes me high. So I won't push my luck, Yeah, I've got a history, I know you do too. What the hell would we be without what we've been through? And I don't give a damn about the mud on your boots. I just want you. Cocaine and whiskey rye, they don't even compare to how love makes me high. So I won't push my luck, I'll sober up. I won't feed off of it till it dies. Till it dies. Thank you. Okay. One more. Yeah, two more. Okay. All right. All right. I am taking the bullets out my gun. They fall out one by one in the mud. I got all my teeth, yeah, and my skin and my bones, and one day I won't. So I'm gonna settle down now, take the bullets out of my gun, and I will face you with my hands behind my head and my knees all torn and red. If I don't fight anymore, then this fight is gonna end. Yeah, I am taking the bullets out of my gun. They fall down in the mud. I don't wanna hurt no one. I don't wanna hurt no one. I don't wanna hurt no
This is Audiotree Live. We're here in the studio with Suzanne Santo. Those tracks are off your recent record, Ruby
Yes.
Red,
Yeah.
solo record.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, you're also one half of the duo HoneyHoney.
I am.
So I have to ask, what was it like going from that sort of collaborative project to working on your own solo stuff?
It was a big change, and in a really cool way. You know, Ben Jaffe, the other half of HoneyHoney, he and I have been working together for over 10 years. We're going on like 11 or 12 years now.
Wow.
11. Let's just go with 11.
It's over a decade. That's a long time. Yeah.
It's so weird, you know, being 25 and starting so young, but but we, you know, we've definitely sort of been in our respective roles in this band for so long. And, you know, we did 3 records together and toured a shitload and really just kind of needed to try something different. And it was really eye-opening, and I'm sure he can say the same, to kind of have to play a different role in that scenario in writing and producing and recording. And it was wonderful, and I definitely sort of realized some capabilities that I didn't know I had in terms of, you know, recording, which was really cool. But it also really made me respect HoneyHoney in a way that, like, it was nice to step away and then to come back to it, and it is also a very special thing. So
For sure.
But yeah, you know, it definitely, I had to like pull some more weight, and it's been great. I'm really proud of the record, and it was a shitload of fun to make.
How did you know that it was the right time? Were both you and Ben kind of talking about branching out and exploring creatively on your own, or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we were, our last record, we toured it like, I mean, almost 2 years straight. There was just so much road time. And in that interim, we had opened up for J.D. McPherson, I think last year, and I met Butch Walker, who he asked me to play on his record, and we became friends, and I was like, well, hey, do you want to do a record with me? And he did, and so it was sort of like, it was kind of like an oh shit moment of like, oh my God, like I've been talking about wanting to do a record for so long, and then here's this like fucking awesome person who wants to make one with me. Okay, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah,
and so
like
it definitely
multi-platinum Grammy.
No, it was definitely,
no big deal.
I definitely had some songs that weren't done yet that I was sort of like freaking out about, making sure I could, you know, tie them up before I got into the studio, totally prepared. Who's prepared? But it was definitely like, it felt sort of serendipitous in this, like, okay, now it's time to do this. You can't just keep talking about it.
Was it intimidating working with him? Because he actually played.
Did he play here?
No, he played some tracks on it, right? Or he played some instruments on some of the.
Yeah. No,
and
he is anything but intimidating. He is like pretty much the antithesis of what I have experienced in most of my studio recording times, which is like there was so much support and love and safety. Like it was such I'd never felt more encouraged to sort of like be at the helm and be challenged in a way that like it was incredible. He really liberated me in a lot of ways, just from sort of always kind of being used to being the only woman in the room in a recording studio and always sort of getting pushed to the back, and not aggressively. It's just like, you know, people formulate ideas at different times, you know, and so if someone is just, you know, lightning speed ideas, boom, 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 and, you know, the last thing you are going to do is be like, hey, can you just wait so I can formulate this idea? Can you just, you know what I mean? Like, it's,
Yes.
You just kind of like go with the creative flow, which is great. I'm really proud of the records that Ben and I have made, but it was just really fascinating to work with Butch and have this time to really like do arrangements and vocal arrangements and string arrangements, and I never thought I could do those things.
For sure. And the name of the record is actually named after his California studio, right?
Yeah.
What was the decision like naming
Well, it's
it
funny
that? Because it's not a track on the.
No. Well, his studio is called Ruby Red, and yeah, it just felt like a seminal moment in my career, and I wanted to honor him in this special studio because it's really wonderful, and it's,
studios are weird. Some of them are like caves, and there's no natural light, and you're kind of like closed in. But
Hold up.
he has this like old garage converted into a studio, so like there's so much light, and he and his engineer are both like motorcycle guys, so there's like motorcycles everywhere and amazing guitars, and it had all the vibes that were, working really well. It was a good recipe for rock.
Yeah, I was going to say the whole record has a definite rawness to it, I think.
Yeah.
And you said in an interview, I think, that when you listened back to it the first time, you kind of actually freaked out a little about how raw it was.
Yeah.
Tell me about what that was like to kind of see a part of yourself exposed in a way that you hadn't seen before.
Yeah. Well, lyrically speaking, I wrote all the songs. I have a co-write. I have one co-write on there with this gal, Lyra Lynn. She's great. But there wasn't, there's a lot of sex and drugs and rock and roll,
And whiskey.
And whiskey. And like, I had to stand by that. I had to be comfortable with these lyrics. And what's really funny is it's not that much different from HoneyHoney lyrics. We write and sing about sex and booze all the time. But what's been really interesting is how almost every interview I do, people say, wow, this is really raw and like you're really making bold steps. But I think it's just because I'm a woman. If I were a man, nobody would say that, because it's like everybody sings about booze and sex, but it's like, whoa, you're really saying it. And I'm not offended by that. I'm just kind of like totally fascinated and aware that almost every interview someone says that to me.
The gender, yeah.
But,
and especially with, country Americana, the whole genre. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of the standard for men to speak about those things. So it's cool that you're...
Yeah, well, thanks. I'm just doing what I love. But, it's like, I love Lucinda Williams, and like, she doesn't give a shit about, she writes whatever she wants.
Yes.
And I love her so much. But it's interesting to sort of it took me a minute to own that when I first listened to the record. And I also had to send it to my parents and be like, is this okay? They're like, fuck it, we're selling our house, this is over. No! Just kidding. That's not what
you
happened.
did get a really nice voicemail from your dad, right?
I did. Yeah. I still have it. It's really special to me. He and my mom. We're actually, HoneyHoney's playing here in Chicago tomorrow night, and they're going to come out. We have a sold-out show at City Winery.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
That'll be great to see them. And then you're also coming through again solo.
Yes.
October 18th with Willie Watson.
That's correct, yeah.
And that's at Old Town.
Yes, it is at Old Town. I was like, oh God.
So you're going to be busy this fall for sure.
Yeah, I'm just excited to be in like sweater weather regions,
Yep.
I'll be in the Midwest and the East Coast. I packed some ankle boots. I feel very excited about that. I've got a scarf in the car.
You're ready.
I am so
That's
ready.
really all you need. Well, I would love to hear your last song.
Okay.
If you want to take it away.
Yeah, I'm just going to take
Yeah, go for it.
my reverb down. Okay. All right, we're going to go out with some rock. Okay, this is called Blood on Your Knees. I started out at the end of the road and realized I had a good ways to go. I had no supplies, no lover to hold. It got cold, yeah, it got cold. And I spit on the pavement and stuck to the weeds. Yeah, I choked on the ruthlessness inside of me. Oh, it's just blood on your knees, blood on your knees. Oh, now ain't the time to die. So quit wallowing, wasting, and wondering why. I mean, just pick up your feet. Stopped at a station with lottery lights. It promised a fortune and less lonely nights. They were rude with my money and cruel with my dreams. Yeah, I tripped over nothing and fell down in grief. Oh, it's just blood on your knees, blood on your knees. Oh, now ain't the time to die.
you feeling sorry for yourself? Are you mad that you got dirty? Are you blaming someone else? Ooh, oh, it's just blood on your knees, blood on your knees, blood on your knees. Oh, now ain't the time to die. So quit wallowing, wasting and wondering why me, and just pick up your feet. Oh, just pick up your feet.
You're watching Audiotree Live with Suzanne Santo. Thank you so much for stopping in and sharing your music with us. We would also like to thank everyone in the studio today, the sound engineers, the audio crew and lighting crew for hooking it up, and to you, our viewers. You can support Suzanne by downloading the session when it comes out in a few weeks, so stay tuned to her social media as well as ours. And from all of us here at Audiotree, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Bye. Oh, man. Woo!
Thank you very much, everybody.